Welcome back guys, we're back again with another video, and this time we're going to be going over how to make sliding doors. And by sliding doors I mean doors that will open much like they would if they were sliding open. We're going to be trying a few variants here. We're going to be starting with the sliding doors that you can just step on a pressure plate, leading up to the doors which you can just stand in a certain area which will open for you, and then finally finishing off with ones that open with a certain rank. And you might be wondering, why sliding doors? Well, why not? I mean, sliding doors are pretty fun, all sort of doors have. We've done an auto door before, so I just thought a sliding door looks a little bit more modern and we can start adding it to our more modern servers. Talking about servers, if you haven't got yourself one already, head over to SeekerHost. All of my servers are hosted on SeekerHost, and they do a great job. They've got some good packages, very minimal server lag, even with high player counts, and I thoroughly recommend them. So head on over to seekerhost.co if you want to grab yourself a server. I'll leave a link in the description. So first of all, let's get into the commands to make a sliding door if they step over a pressure plate. Now of course I'm just going to be doing it for this side. You can of course repeat it on the other side to then be able to come back through like I did with a big red building. So if we just break this side down, then we can just go ahead and check out the commands to do this. So it's going to be 3 commands altogether, and the one that we're going to be starting with is testing for if somebody is in this location. This is just in case any sort of item gets dropped as anybody's running past or anything like that, so it's going to be testing this natural person. This is going to be done with an impulse, unconditional, needs redstone, and we're going to do it with a 10 tick delay, which is like half a second. We're going to be doing a test for at A, and I'm going to do it in the radius of 4, so square brackets r equals 4. If it finds the player, the next thing that it's going to do is it's going to do a fill command and fill the area with air. So first of all, let's get the actual coordinates for this. So if we come over to where we want the door to fill with air, we're just going to stand right here, and we're going to take this coordinate, which is 4766795. Now coming down to our command block, we're going to do fill 4766795, and then we're going to get the block right on top of it. Of course you can just come on over and just find the block yourself by standing there. If not, you can just basically repeat the last one, just change the height, which is the 67 to 68. So we've got it going from this block to the block above it, and then we're going to fill it with air. This is going to be done with a chain, unconditional, always active, with a 0 tick delay. So once it tests for a person, it's going to then take the panes away, or the glass panes away. Last on the list, and just make sure of course these are all pointing downwards towards themselves, don't have them pointing in different directions, because that's the way the command's going to go. So last one now is going to be a fill. We're going to be using the same coordinates again, and again this is for the right side. You can do the complete glass pane as well. I'm just doing this one for the left and the right. So using the same coordinates with a fill command, you're then going to change it, so instead of air we now have stained glass panel, and whatever code that you want for the colour. So where you want the glass panel to start will be here up until the 95, then you'll put the second coordinate where the last block has to be, which is 68, which is 1 block higher than it. It's important that this is a chain, unconditional, always active, and with an 80 delayed tick. This means that it won't happen straight away, because what will happen is that the glass will disappear and then reappear straight away, whereas this gives you about 4 seconds to get through before it then reappears again. So by now you're getting the gist of how this works. It's fairly easy. We're just going to be filling the area there and then filling it with glass. So let's move on to the doors that recognise when you're stood in an area and then open up like that, much like sliding doors would, and then they close back up again. Another thing to note is that if you go out of the area, so if you run into it, it will open up. Now if you keep standing here, it will close, and it will remain closed until you actually come out of the area again, and then it will reapply, which is quite handy. So the way to do this, we're going to be starting with a repeating command block. This is going to be repeating, unconditional, always active, with a 10 delay in tick, so again half a second. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be testing for any person, so test for at A within this vicinity. Now just to explain this, how you're going to do that is you're going to first require the coordinate of where you want to start. So we want people to be stood between this block right here and over there here in this corner. So we basically want to cover this entire square radius. So if we come on over here, and we're going to get our first coordinates, which are going to be 4616797. The way that you're going to input this is by typing in x equals 461 followed by a comma, then your y-axis, which is 67, comma, then z, which is your z-axis, and that was 97. After that you're going to follow it with a comma and the dx. It basically means how much on the x-axis it's going to go. So if we're stood here, the x-axis is the first one on the coordinates, so we're going to be going +1, so you can see it's gone from 161 to 162, +2, +3. So we basically want it to go 3 out. This now means the dx is going to be 3. Then we're going to do a comma, we're going to do dy. dy is the height from where you first put your coordinate, and we're just going to put 2 because we only want it 2 blocks up. Anybody above 2 blocks it won't affect. Follow this by a comma and then dz, which is going to be getting the z axis. That's going to be across here because it's the last in line on the coordinates, and it seems to be going down, so -1, -2, -3. head back over to our repeating command block, and you can now type in the last one, which is dz equals -3. Of course yours might be different, so just check out whether it's going in the negative or the positive. If it's going down like that, it means it's negative. If the number's going up, it's positive. So again, we're going to be testing for at anybody in this particular zone. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to put in a comparator facing outwards. So we're going to be putting it down like that with the triangle facing that way. Repeat this with a repeater, and then we've only got 2 more command blocks to go, and that's ready. So let's open this one up, and this one's going to be very similar to the last one, which is we're going to be filling the particular section with air. This is going to be an impulse, unconditional, needs redstone with a 0 ticking delay, and the coordinates that we're going to need for this are going to be right here, so the bottom block represented by the blue block there, and the second coordinate is going to be in this corner, therefore it's going to fill this space of 4. So you can stand over here, you can see the my particular coordinates for 60, 67, 96. Of course, take your coordinate down, and then we're going to be doing a fill with that coordinate. Follow it by the same coordinate, just 1 block up, so 68 rather than 67, and then we're going to follow it with an air. So once it does find somebody, it's going to come through to here, and it's basically going to fill this with air, making it look like it's just opened. We're then going to follow it with 1 more command block, and this is going to be fill in the exact same area again. However, we're going to be filling it with a stained glass panel and the different color that we want. This is going to be on a chain unconditional, always active, and this again has an 80 tick delay. This just means they're going to be able to get through there before the door closes again. Onto the last sliding door here, and this is going to be if you have a certain rank. So as you can see, I'm going to come into this orange area and absolutely nothing happens because I haven't got my VIP rank. Now of course you can add this to a currency system. I have got another video of how to do that. You can set up a whole VIP rank that they have to buy, but we're just going to use a handy button here. So we're just going to add the rank to ourselves, so we've got the VIP rank. If we now stand here, the doors are going to open, and then we're going to get a nice friendly message to go to the VIP area. So if I go ahead and remove my VIP rank, no more VIP area for me. This is going to consist of 4 command blocks, and we're going to be starting with a repeating unconditional always active command block with a 20 tick delay. This is going to be testing for at anybody. However, this time we're going to start it with a square bracket and a tag equals VIP. You can make your tag to be whatever you want, just remember what it is and exactly how it's written, but you're going to need to refer to this if you want to remove or add a tag to anybody. So we're going to be using tag equals VIP, and then like the last time, we're going to be getting our first coordinates, and then we're going to be measuring an area. So as you can see by the orange area here, I've taken my coordinate here, which is 4996789. I've then worked out on the x-axis and the z-axis how many it is. So in this case it's +4 this way, and it's going to be +3 the other. So we've got our x equals our coordinates, y equals and z equals our coordinates. Then we've got dx equals 3 because it's 3 out, dy equals 2 because it's 2 up, and dz equals 3 because it's 3 outwards. So this is basically going to be testing for any player within this area with the tag of VIP. Follow that up with a chain conditional always active command block with a 10 tick delay, and this is going to be filling the area with air. This is why this has got to be conditional, because it means if you haven't got the tag, it won't fill this space with air. So now if it does realise that you have got the tag, so it's now gone to the next command block, it's going to fill these particular coordinates with air. These coordinates again are going to be these doors, so we're going to take the coordinate of here, and we're going to take the coordinate of here, and then we can do a fill command with both the coordinates followed by air. After that, another chain conditional always active command block. This is going to be with an 80 tick delay, because this is going to close them back up, again giving them about 4 seconds to actually get through. It's going to be pretty much the same command, and another handy one for this is if you do want to copy a command over, you can hold down Control and press P, and it will copy the command with the commands actually in it as well. So now back to the command block, and again it was fill at the same coordinates where the glass panes are, stained glass pane, and then the code for the color that you want. Now if you want to add anything else to that, you could maybe take an amount from them if you want to charge for entry. I'm just going to do a title command, and we're going to do it with a chain conditional always active just to make sure that the last blocks have actually gone through for this to go, and we're going to do it with a 10 tick delay. This time we're going to be doing title at a square brackets tag equals VIP, so it only affects people with that tag, and then comma r equals 8, so with the range of 8. You can change this of course. This just means it will definitely cover them just in case they're going to run through the door quickly. Then we're going to follow this with where we want the title to come up, which is action bar. Then we're going to put our message of welcome to the VIP area. So now if I add my VIP rank again, it will now clear that, and then once I get through with my message, it will then put the glass panes again. If you're not sure how to add or remove tags for the remove tag process, you can do a tag at P, remove VIP, that will remove the tag. You can do this at A, or you can do this tag and then your username, remove VIP. To add VIP, just do tag at P, or again your username, and then add VIP. You can just use a button to actually activate this, and like I said earlier, you can add this to like some sort of currency system, so then it will charge them for VIP or charge them for entry. So thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye bye.